Hello, Purple Heart Consciousness Holders and Center for Spiritual Living. This is Reverend Jerry Hobby, and I am so happy to be with you. I'm so happy to be a part of this program, the 40-Day Prosperity Program. Why? Because I get to strengthen that power within me. I get to continue to rise and lift myself up because of this process of focusing on wisdom, light, and good, which to me is prosperity unfolding within me on all levels. So I love the our theme, which is about growing consciousness and learning the art of being a cheerful giver and a cheerful receiver. And I cannot say enough about being a cheerful giver and a cheerful receiver. To me, being a cheerful receiver is about being gracious. And the more that we are grateful, the more that we work with that, we tune into a higher vibration. And as we move into that higher vibration, we experience more of God. And I believe that is the reason John Randolph Price created this 40-day prosperity program. So today we're on day 12. And this is what John Randolph has to say. He affirms God is lavish, unfailing abundance, the rich, omnipresent substance of the universe. This all providing source of infinite prosperity is individualized as me. Now, we're also working with Raymond Hollywell. And Raymond Hollywell wrote a book, Working with the Law. And what I love about working with the law is it becomes very clear about law, how to work it, and how it applies in our lives. And when we apply it, how we can demonstrate more and more good. And he says, there may be many of you who are trying to follow the truth ideas, and you have earnestly affirmed and thought statements for supply, but somehow it has only come in small amounts or not at all. This may be largely due to the fact that your senses are yet too strong for your mind to control. You must see first before you can believe. That is, you are so used to seeing just so much supply or money that in spite of your statements, you believe more in what you see than what you are trying to think. To you, it is necessary first to train your senses to come under the control of the thoughts which you know you must think to conform with the law. Conforming with the law means that you get to expand your thinking. You get to expand your perceptions in life. I like to share the story about me and one of my favorite pastimes, and that is doing word search. I can just pass the time just doing word search. Sometimes it is a time where I just really relax, or sometimes it's just a time where I'm keeping myself busy while waiting on something. And I've been practicing word search for many, many years. And just recently, my granddaughter is getting into word search and puzzles. And one day we were just being and enjoying ourselves. And she was doing her thing with her word search, and I was doing mine. And she says, Grandma, you got to beat me. And I said, okay, you can do it again, and I'll just keep doing another one. And she says, but Grandma, you going so fast. Well, the reason Grandmother was going so fast is I've been doing word search for years. I remember being a young girl, and my sister, who is my senior, 12 years my senior, we would just hang out together. She'd pull the word search from the newspaper, and we both would have our word search, and we would practice doing word search. We were in a race for time. And this was part of how we learned to be patient. We learned how to do other things. And we've gotten to the point now where we'll have conversations. And I'm just talking to her, and I said, I'm just fully present with her, but I'm doing my word search. I'm just enjoying it. And sometimes she does the same thing with me. That is the power of focusing on something and allowing it to expand. But part of it is we get to expand our way of seeing things, because with word search, it's a matter of how you see things in order to go fast in finding those words. So the same things takes place when we're focusing on our prosperity and our abundance. The more that we focus on it, and the more we expand our awareness, our thinking about it, then what we'll do is be able to see beyond. We'll be able to see more of that lavish abundance, more of God in action. So it does require the training of the mind. That's the reason I'm so happy that you are participating in this 40-day prosperity program. Now, we're working with law, and today's prayer comes from Jack Addington, who was an attorney. And it's amazing these people that have come up and written books about universal law and their understanding of law, who were previously attorneys. They had a love for law, and they've studied it, and they've taken it to another level when they began to study principle, universal law, or God's law. That's the reason I love reading and books from people who are have a background from unity, new thought, religious science, divine science. There's power in their understanding, and there's power in their use of law. So this is what Jack Addington's has to say in the prayer today. It is entitled, God is the only power in my life. God is the only power in my life. Nothing from without can touch the perfect life of God within me. I am a perfect child of God, and nothing that anyone has ever done or said can interfere with my divine inheritance. The power of God is greater than circumstances in my life. The strength of God is mine to use. Turning away from all feelings of inadequacy, I discover that all I need is within me right now. As I forgive the past, I find that I have nothing to atone for and nothing to run away from. Casting off the old me, I discover my true nature. I take dominion in my life. Old habits have no power over me. Conditions have no power over me. Personalities have no power over me. I take dominion. I am whole. I am free. I am complete now and forevermore. And so it is. Amen. So let's go back to John Randolph Price affirmation. And he says, God is lavish, unfailing abundance, the rich, omnipresent substance of the universe. This all-providing source of infinite prosperity is individualized as me, the reality of me. So I encourage you to take some time now to sit with what has been shared. Focus on God being your lavish, unfailing abundance. And as you do this, I'm inviting you to take some time and just journal your thoughts. Journaling does a whole lot and seeds itself within the memory and within the soul. And I'm going to see you tomorrow, and I'm going to share another thought on abundance and prosperity. But the most important thing I want you to remember And this is the most important thing. Remember, the more that you focus on abundance and God is your source, the more that you will experience a greater expression of God in your life in practical ways. You are a blessing in the world, and stay open. Until tomorrow, I say, namaste. Blessings.